We have now returned from the Crusades out in the villages with Pastor Julius. And Fred decided to take some shots of his church. And I am trusting that as you see this church building, that you are going to be touched, you're going to be amazed at what God has done with Harvest Christian Ministries in the capital city of Kampala. Fred and I have been friends for a number of years, and this building here is really a miracle of God. His first church was burned down by the Muslims, and they had since built this church. And this is where Fred and the church meet each week in the capital of Kampala.
This is Harvest Christian Church in Kampala. Just after we came back from the crusade in Chenjojo, and down over there is Kampala City.
This last clip was taken during my last Sunday there, during Pastor Fred's church service. We would start about 9 in the morning and go to about 1 in the afternoon with 2 to 3 hours of worship. Just a wonderful time to be in the presence of God. But something incredible happened that day. A gentleman who was a former witch doctor and his Muslim wife came to church. Fred asked that if I would give an invitation for people to come forward and accept Jesus as their Lord and Savior. As I got up there and gave the invitation, this husband and wife came forward with 2 other people and gave their heart to Jesus Christ. If God can change their heart, He can change anybody. So we've got a former witch doctor who says, Jesus, I want you to be my Lord and Savior. And his Muslim wife who says, Jesus, I need you in my life. We prayed over them, they accepted Christ, and they started their new lives together. These are the kind of things that are happening in Fred's church, and quite frankly, happening all around the world.
You love me so much that you died on the cross for me, so that my sins could be wiped away and be no more. Jesus, I invite you into my heart to be my Lord and to be my Savior. I say no to the world. I offer my life to you. And I thank you for the promise that you have for me today. That my name is written in heaven. And I will live with you for all eternity. Thank you for healing me, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
I hope that you have enjoyed the last few minutes as you've had an opportunity to travel back with me to Uganda and experience the people and the power of God there. There are so many people that I need to thank, and where do you even start, for helping this ministry over the years. So many of you have prayed, so many of you have given, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. But I also believe that this is just the beginning. We're just touching the surface of what God can do through this ministry throughout the world. As I'm talking to you now, I'm preparing for my 5th visit to Uganda later this year. And we're going to be out in another village, a bigger village, hopefully to reach more people for Christ. So many opportunities. But God is asking us, are we willing? Are we willing to go? Are we willing to pray? Are we willing to give? Are we willing to be a part of what God's doing on this earth? I've told Him I'm willing to go, and He's providing. And as you've given, as you've prayed, you're a part of this ministry. So I thank you for being with me when I go, for supporting me so that I can go. And I'm looking forward to the future as we come back with more reports of what God is doing through Empty Tomb Ministries throughout this world. So I thank you, and I pray that God will richly bless you and your families for all that you have done to help me in this ministry.